Hey everyone, my name is Sohail Abbasi and welcome to the Innovation Factory podcast, your one stop shop for all things related to startups, innovation, and entrepreneurship. Today, I'm going to talk about a topic that many entrepreneurs and startup founders struggle with, and that's titles. Specifically, why calling yourself the CEO of your startup might not be the best idea. Have you ever come across someone who, when they introduce themselves and give you their business cards, all you can hear and see is the word CEO? Well, let me tell you why it might not be the best approach to gain credibility or respect in the industry and the ecosystem. Sure, it might seem like a cool and impressive title to put on your business card or LinkedIn profile. But when your startup is just a 2 or 3 team members, bragging about such a title can only make you come across as narcissistic or naive. Now let's talk about why people start businesses in the first place. Some want the freedom to work on their own terms, while some others strive for fame, approval, or financial independence. And then there are those who are driven by a desire to have a positive impact on their community or solve problems that they see around them. And honestly, the people who are focused on creating something meaningful and impactful are less concerned about flashy titles. When it comes to starting a business or a startup, it's easy to get caught up in the idea of titles and the perceived status that comes with them. However, the reality is that titles are just words on a piece of paper, and they don't necessarily reflect the work that you are doing or the impact that your business is having. Titles like CEO or COO are necessary when filling out forms, but they don't define the important work you are doing. So my suggestion is, when introducing yourself to others, instead of leading with "I am the CEO of XYZ startup," try saying something like, "I am the founder of a startup that's trying to solve this problem and make people's lives better by doing so and so." That way, you are putting the focus on the actual work being done rather than on your title. Mark Zuckerberg, founder of Facebook, is famously known for his unconventional and sometimes controversial behavior, and his business card is no exception. The card read, "I am CEO, bitch," which caused a lot of stir in the business community. While some saw it as a bold and confident move, others viewed it as arrogant and disrespectful. Regardless of one's personal opinion on this matter, it's clear that the message on Zuckerberg's card is no good example to follow. In the startup world, where collaboration and mutual respect are key to success, it's important to avoid any actions that could alienate potential partners, investors, or team members.
I didn't know that. Napster wasn't a failure. I changed the music industry for better and for always. It may not have been good business, but it pissed a lot of people off. And isn't that what your face mash was about? They're scared of me, pal, and they're gonna be scared of you. What the VCs wanted to say, good idea, kid. Grown-ups will take it from here. But not this time. This is our time. This time, you're gonna hand them a business card that says, I'm CEO, bitch. That's what I want for you.
Instead of focusing on titles and ego-boosting tactics, entrepreneurs should focus on building a strong team and delivering a valuable product or service to their customers. Success in the startup world is not measured by titles, but by impact and results. By keeping this in mind and avoiding self-aggrandizement, founders can build a more positive and collaborative startup ecosystem. From my own experience working with CEOs of large corporations as well as many startups, I have come to the conclusion that the importance of titles like CEO are diminishing day by day. In fact, in the startup world, constantly referring to oneself as the CEO can be a bit of a turnoff. It can make you come across as inexperienced or naive, and people might be less likely to take you seriously. In reality, being a CEO requires a set of skills and abilities that not everyone has, even if they are the ones who came up with the idea and started the business. Just having the title doesn't make you a great CEO. It's about constantly learning, managing team conflicts, and adapting to new situations. It's all about being open to feedback, learning from your mistakes, and leading your team to success. So my advice to all the startup founders out there, don't get too caught up in titles and egos. Focus on the work that needs to be done and let that speak for itself. And if you are looking for some great resources to help you navigate the world of being a CEO in a startup, check out these two books. The First Time Manager by Jim McCormick, and another great read, Startup CEO, A Field Guide to Scaling Up Your Business by Matt Blomberg. Remember, your title doesn't define your success. It's the hard work and dedication that you put into your business that truly makes a difference. The key to success in business is not what you call yourself, but what you do and the impact you have on the world. So instead of worrying about titles, focus on building something that you are proud of and that makes a real difference in people's lives. That is what truly matters in the end. That's a wrap for this episode. I hope you enjoyed it and found it useful. Please help me spread the word and share the Innovation Factory podcast with your network. Until next time, let's make the world a better place through innovation.